Have you ever felt weary from the burdens you carry, wondering if things will ever truly change? Know this: God's promise of renewal is real, a gentle and powerful force that brings strength where weakness once lived. Like a tree weathering every season, His renewing power takes root in your life, transforming even the most difficult parts. No matter the storms you've faced, the winters you've endured, or the droughts that seemed endless, God's presence is unwavering, always waiting to nourish you with hope and renewal. His promise? To bring you through each challenge, stronger and more whole than before. So take heart, for God's work in you is like that sturdy tree, growing slowly yet powerfully, reaching deeper and higher until it becomes a refuge, a place of strength. Let God's renewing power fill you today, reminding you that with each moment, He is shaping you into something beautiful and resilient. What parts of your life feel weighed down, needing God's gentle touch to restore them? Renewal begins by recognizing those areas within yourself that are crying out for change. Perhaps there are wounds that still ache, dreams that feel distant, or self-doubts that weigh heavily. Each of these places is an invitation for God's healing hand, for He knows every burden and longs to make you whole. Imagine your soul as a river, clouded by past hurts, yearning to flow freely once more. God's touch clears the waters, bringing peace, clarity, and a new sense of purpose. Renewal isn't about ignoring the weight you carry, but inviting God to lift it, little by little, until you are no longer defined by the struggles, but by the strength that comes from Him. Are you willing to trust the process, believing that God's timing is perfect for you? Renewal doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, a process that unfolds in His perfect timing. Just as seeds rest in the soil before they sprout, so too does God's work often begin in the quiet, hidden moments. He sees beyond your now into a future where you're strengthened and restored. When you surrender your timeline to God, you open yourself to His wisdom and His timing, knowing that He brings each thing to pass exactly when it's meant to be. Trust in His timing as you would trust the coming of spring, that after every winter, new life will always emerge. Trusting God's timing is an act of faith, a quiet belief that no matter how long it takes, He is at work for your good. In every hardship, God's strength becomes yours, lifting you beyond what you thought possible. When you're weary, He becomes the steady ground beneath you. When you feel like you're barely holding on, His strength holds you firmly. Picture a sailboat, caught in the waves, but guided by a calm and steady wind. That wind is God's presence in your life, an invisible yet constant force that guides you through even the darkest storms. When you let God's strength carry you, you'll find a peace that goes beyond what the world can give. He is there in every sigh, every tear, every prayer. His strength becomes your refuge, turning moments of weakness into opportunities for His power to shine through you. Embrace this strength, knowing that you are never alone. What weight are you ready to release, trusting that God has something greater ahead? Renewal means letting go, setting down the burdens of the past to make room for the blessings ahead. Imagine a traveler who's walked miles carrying a heavy bag, finally setting it down with a deep, relieved breath. That feeling of lightness is what God desires for you. When you release the pain, the regret, the self-doubt, you allow God's grace to fill those empty spaces. He wants you to walk freely, unburdened by what's behind, so you can embrace what's yet to come. In letting go, you don't lose a part of yourself. Rather, you open up a space for God to bring His light and love into your heart. Release the past, for God is ready to lead you into a brighter tomorrow. Even when you can't see it, trust that God's hand is weaving your life into something new. Transformation often begins beneath the surface, invisible yet vital. Consider the roots of a tree, hidden deep in the soil, growing stronger and spreading far and wide before any sign of life appears above ground. In much the same way, God is working within you, planting seeds of change, strength, and purpose. You may not always see the progress, but trust that God's renewing power is at work. Faith is the assurance of things unseen, the quiet confidence that He is turning every sorrow, every setback, into something beautiful. Hold on to this truth. God's hand is crafting something extraordinary within you, even if you cannot yet see it. What small blessings can you see today that hint at God's work in your life? Renewal is a journey marked by small yet meaningful changes, like the tender buds on a tree in early spring. Each one is a sign that something new and beautiful is on the horizon. God's hand is in every detail, shaping your life one gentle step at a time. Take a moment to notice these changes. Celebrate each one, however small it may seem. Whether it's a sense of peace in your heart, a newfound strength, or a glimpse of joy, each is a sign that God is bringing you closer to the life He's prepared for you. Embrace these new beginnings, knowing they are all part of a greater transformation that He has lovingly set in motion. Invite this renewing power into your life each day. Hold faith that God is ever present, guiding you forward. As you trust in His power, you begin to see yourself through His eyes, worthy, beloved, and filled with purpose. His renewing love breathes life into you, filling you with vision and clarity like the sun breaking over the horizon after a long night. Walk forward with a renewed purpose, knowing that God has chosen you, that He has set you apart for great things. Embrace this journey of renewal with a heart full of faith, for God's power to transform is alive within you, ready to make all things new. And as you feel His hand guiding you, remember that you are never alone. Share this reminder with those around you, and let your life be a testament to the power of God's renewal. Today, embrace the renewing power of God in every part of your life. Trust in His timing, surrender to His strength, and walk in faith, knowing that He is crafting something beautiful within you. Reflect on the blessings, share them with others, and hold close the promise of God's constant love. Remember, His power to renew is ever present, waiting for you to simply trust and receive. Let this be a day of transformation, a day you look back on as the moment you allowed God's renewing power to truly take hold in your life. Share this message, reflect on it, and let the world see the beautiful work He is doing in you. Amen. If you believe in God, then please like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to God, subscribe to our channel.